In a quiet town surrounded by cold mountains, there lived a man who had everything, yet felt nothing. His name was Daniel. From the outside, his life looked perfect. A stable job, a modern apartment, a car parked neatly outside, and pictures on social media that made strangers envy him. But every night, when the lights went off, a different truth emerged. Silence. Heavy, suffocating silence. Daniel would lie awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling a strange emptiness pressing against his chest. Not sadness, exactly. Not fear. Just a dark fog he could not explain. Have you ever felt that? Like you're moving through life on autopilot, smiling when expected, speaking when necessary, but inside something feels missing. Daniel tried to fix it the modern way. He bought new things, he traveled, he worked harder, he scrolled endlessly. But the darkness followed him everywhere. One winter evening, after another exhausting day, Daniel found himself walking without direction. Snow fell quietly, covering the streets in white. He didn't know where he was going. He just didn't want to go home. Eventually, he reached a small park at the edge of town. There, under a dim streetlight, sat an old man on a bench. The old man was simply watching the snow. No phone, no music, just watching. Daniel hesitated, then sat at the far end of the bench. Minutes passed in silence. Finally, the old man spoke. "You look tired," he said gently. Daniel forced a small laugh. "Long day." The old man nodded. "Long life." That answer struck something deep. Daniel looked at him. "Do you ever feel like something is wrong even when everything is right?" The old man smiled. "Darkness doesn't mean something is wrong. It means you have been running from your own shadow." Daniel frowned. "Shadow?" "Yes," the old man replied, "the part of you that you refuse to sit with." The snow continued to fall. "You Americans," the old man said softly, not judging, just observing, "are taught to chase light constantly. Success, happiness, achievement, positivity. But no one teaches you how to sit in the dark." Daniel swallowed. It was true. Every podcast, every video, every motivational speaker said the same thing. Hustle more, think positive, win. But what if you're tired of winning? "What do I do with the darkness?" Daniel asked quietly. The old man looked up at the sky. "You stop fighting it." Daniel felt frustration rise. "That's it? Just accept feeling empty?" The old man chuckled. "You think the emptiness is your enemy. It is your teacher." Silence again. "Tell me," the old man continued, "when was the last time you sat alone without distraction?" Daniel thought. He couldn't remember. "When was the last time you allowed yourself to feel without trying to fix the feeling?" Again, no answer. The old man leaned back. "Dark moments are invitations. They ask you to slow down, to question, to look inward." Daniel's voice softened. "But it feels heavy." "Yes," the old man said, "growth is heavy." The wind blew gently across the park. "You are not depressed because life is meaningless. You feel lost because the life you are living does not belong to your soul." That sentence hit Daniel harder than anything else. How many of us live lives we never truly chose? Careers chosen for security, relationships chosen out of fear of being alone, dreams abandoned because they seemed impractical. The old man stood slowly. "Darkness is not the absence of light. It is the place where light is born." Daniel looked confused. "When a seed is planted, it grows in darkness first, underground, unseen, before it ever reaches the sun." Daniel felt something shift inside him. Maybe his emptiness wasn't failure. Maybe it was transformation. "Stop distracting yourself," the old man said gently. "Sit with your pain. Listen to it. Ask it what it wants to teach you." The snow began to slow. "What if I don't like the answers?" Daniel asked quietly. The old man smiled. "Truth is not meant to be comfortable. It is meant to be freeing." And with that, he began walking away. Daniel sat there long after the old man disappeared. For the first time in years, he did nothing. No phone, no music, no escape. Just breath. Inhale, exhale. And in that stillness, the darkness did not feel as frightening. It felt honest. Over the next weeks, Daniel began small changes. He woke up earlier not to work more, but to sit quietly. He journaled his thoughts instead of suppressing them. He asked himself difficult questions. What do I actually want? What am I afraid of? Who am I trying to impress? The answers were uncomfortable. He realized he had built his life around approval, promotion for validation, luxury for comparison, busyness to avoid silence. And slowly, piece by piece, he began to let go. Not dramatically, not recklessly, but intentionally. He turned down projects that drained him. He reconnected with old passions. He spent time alone without calling it loneliness. Months later, Daniel returned to the park. The same bench, the same streetlight, but no old man. Only quiet. He sat down and closed his eyes. This time, the darkness inside him felt different. It was no longer a void. It was space. Space to breathe. Space to choose. Space to grow. And he finally understood. Dark phases are not signs that your life is falling apart. They are signs that your old self is. If you are in a dark season right now, listen carefully. Do not rush to escape it. Do not numb it with noise. Do not shame yourself for feeling lost. Sit with it. Breathe with it. Learn from it. Because sometimes the darkest nights create the strongest souls. And sometimes losing yourself is the first step to finding who you were meant to become. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself gently, what is my darkness trying to teach me? And when you are ready, step forward. Not as the person the world expects you to be, but as the person you truly are. This is Zen Daily. Slow down, reflect deeply, live intentionally, and remember, even in the dark, you are growing.